Hello everyone, Steve here from Tech Toy Tinker. I was looking through some YouTube videos here and I noticed one from Retro Dodo. It's a bit older, it's for the Odroid Go Advance. However, it is using Retro Arena and I had no idea this video existed. It's from very shortly after the Odroid Go Advance released, so I'm pretty sure it's the first image that I released for the Odroid Go Advance. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to watch it, and I'm going to do my first reaction based on it. It seemed like a fitting video to do it on. Here we go.
So this is one of the first handhelds of 2020 that I am generally interested in. Over the last couple of months there hasn't really been much coming out in terms of new handhelds from China, but there is a new one here from South Korea called the Odroid Go Advance. Now originally they came out with the Odroid, it was a Game Boy looking version, but now in 2020 they have a newer, more powerful version with the Game Boy Advance aesthetic. Now this will cost you $55, so it is reasonably priced. Unfortunately, I had to pay $15 shipping and then a duty fee which was like $25. So this I paid almost $40 shipping for a $55 handheld. So hopefully they'll be doing free shipping soon, but who knows? There is a link below if you want to pick it up.
Shipping's
now,
not
the
bad
packaging
part. It
straight
was
off
the
the
duty
bat
tax
is
that got
disgusting. Probably the worst packaging I've seen for a handheld in a very long time. It even came damaged. Like this looks like Times New Roman font on this thing. Very, very poor. But the cool thing with this is that you make it yourself. So DIYers out there, you may be of interest to this one because it comes in bits and you got to make it. So in this video, I'm going to make it, test it, see how it plays, and if it's worth the $55, which I have heard good things. So let's jump right in. Let's start building this thing. Hopefully it doesn't take a long time. So with this as well, it's a bit annoying. This isn't going to be a pick up and play handheld, obviously, because it's in bits, and you do need to flash the drive. You need to put it together, so you kind of need to know what you're doing, and it's a bit unfortunate that they don't give you an SD card with all pre-installed. If you do want that, you have to buy it off them for even more money. So that's a bit of a shame. But let's just jump right into it. So there's the shell. Quite a cool looking shell, transparent. I know a lot of you like your transparent handhelds. There's the back, there's some screws, and it does look fairly simple. There's the motherboard. All right, you got the battery, and this is this a display? This is probably a display. So it's all neatly packaged. They give you a screwdriver as well. Let's just jump right in.
It's just going to be
start putting together.
There we go.
Right, I fully assembled it and here it is, and everything looks and feels great. It took me about 20 minutes to assemble. Their video guide was very easy and everything slotted into place fairly well. Now, straight off the bat, this isn't the easiest to assemble or install your ROMs. Now, for those of you that want something straight out of the box to play with, this isn't it. Odroid or Hard Kernel, the guys who sell it, are quite smart. They don't want to, like, they're selling it as a DIY jobby, right? But in reality, that's saving them a lot of time and money. I would have preferred paying them an extra $10, $15 for it to be assembled. So when you get it, you have got a job to do to get it started. And then you've got to flash your SD card, you've got to go onto their website, you've got to download software to flash it. Like, it is complicated. It's not easy, it's not pick up and play. So do take that in mind if you're thinking of picking one up. So here it is, and this is what it looks like. As you can tell, it does look pretty good. On the inside, you are getting a 1.3 gigahertz quad-core CPU, 1 gigabyte of RAM, a 3.5 inch LCD display with a resolution of 320 by 480, and a 3000 milliamp battery inside, which they say can last up to 10 hours of gameplay. That's a very long time for a 3000 milliamp battery. But if you want to see our full review coming up in a week or so, there is a link below to our website. So I've flashed the drive, I've installed some ROMs, and hopefully this will work. And I don't know if you could see, I already got crap in the lens, and that was one of the first things I did. Now, build wise, it is a fairly durable, nice, comfortable. It's quite a large handheld, which I like, but there are a few issues. Like, it is looking great, but the buttons...
Sorry to cut you off. See here, this is the theme that Travis built for us. So he's using my very first Odroid Go Advanced build literally within a couple of weeks of launch. I had the device a couple of months before launch, so I had time to get everything ready. I believe Shanty, who makes Emu Elic, had the same device as well a couple of months ahead of time, and he was working on his image, and Crash Override was the person who did the stock image for Hard Kernel, which a lot of stuff is based off of, like Retro Run, for example, which runs Flycast, Dreamcast.
I'll be 100% honest, are very cheap. They're very cheap plastic. They don't feel great. The shoulder buttons are very slippery and thin.
The face buttons didn't bother me, but I didn't care much for the shoulder buttons
here.
either.
And the analog
I sort of
stick
agree with that.
is disgusting. I'm not a fan
the
of that
Odroid Go Super
at all.
is not too bad, though.
Apart from that, it's a cool looking handheld, to be honest, and because you build it, you do get that sentimental feeling that it belongs to you and it's more yours. Now, I've installed some software. What I'm going to do, though, is I have a couple of analog stick caps. Like, this is all they needed to do, right? This would have cost them a couple of cents to add in these caps, and that just makes it so much better, in my opinion. Like, that is added value, nice. But I've had to do that myself. If they did that, pretty cheap, I would have moaned about the analog stick. So, I've installed some ROMs. I've got loads on here: Nintendo 64, Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, PlayStation, Super Fat. And I don't know if you can hear that. I'm pushing down. I'll put it near my mic.
Click. A noise from the D-pad.
That's a squeaky analog stick. You probably can't hear it.
You can fix that. You just have to reopen
the squeaking now.
Whole thing and take it apart again. Pop the analog stick.
Squeaky analog stick. So that's what I'm talking about. The build quality isn't superb. It's just okay. So let's just jump into some gameplay. I know you guys want to see what it can do, and to be honest, I don't think it's going to be able to play N64 ROMs, but it might be able to tackle some PlayStation 1 games. But we'll start from the bottom.
PS1
it can certainly do Game Boy. Should we check out Game Boy Advance?
Actually, it can play a decent amount
if
of
it can do that, it can do Game Boy and Game Boy Color. So let's take a look at Game Boy Advance.
But on this early
no
build,
volume wheel.
The button layout wasn't the best yet.
But that screen, though, ooh, that is a nice looking screen. I don't even have to turn off my lights for that. Viewing angles are great. That's a nice screen.
Yeah, the screen is very nice. It's nice in the Odroid Go Super, too. I really like Hard Kernel. I've been working with them to do operating systems for their devices for a very long time. They've always been really good to me, and I've always had a lot of fun working with them. It's something I hope to continue doing for another several years still.
Oh no, that's embarrassing. Mario Kart there actually played really, really well. Very, very fluid, no frame rate drops. Played, I'd say, perfectly. Now, how do I get out? Okay, that was easy. Back into the menu. Let's try... Should we just jump right into PlayStation? Because I know that's what a lot of you are interested in. Let's just jump right into PlayStation. And let's try Crash Bandicoot 2. I don't think it's going to be able to play this, but I might be wrong.
PSX
and as you well know,
core.
There's only 2 shoulder buttons on here. Alright, let's go. Ooh. It's responsive. Very, very... Blah, blah, blah.
But I think this might have been before I actually added the RetroArch GUI.
It's very responsive, actually.
So it would have been running from a script.
This is working well.
I recompiled the core to tune it for this specific chipset.
Okay, this is 100% playing well.
Thank you.
I can't see any issues so far. Wow, okay. Seems to be playing PlayStation 1 ROMs pretty well. Okay. That kind of impressed me. Now that intrigues me to see if Nintendo 64 ROMs work. Now
they do.
I don't think it will, but I said
You'd
that
be
on
wrong.
the PlayStation 1 games. Now this doesn't really have enough power for N64 ROMs, but let's give it a try and see how it performs.
Crash override helped
because I haven't configured the buttons.
Too. I want to give credit where credit's due. Get him. The button layout could be better, for sure. But this was a really early build, and it was more like just get it working however is possible to. The controller layout
there's some frame rate
was
drops,
hard to
but
do
it's
with this particular device because of how the device button layout
absolutely
is.
playing quite well.
This is using standalone instead of a core. An idea of crash overrides that worked out very well. Using the Rice plugin. That's why it's running okay. Using the Glide plugin would have resulted in being laggy. But Rice will sacrifice some
couple of frame rate issues, slightly slowed down, the audio cracked now and then, but that was 100% enjoyable to play. Super Mario 64, that's a bit more strenuous. Should we try that? You're probably wondering why I jumped into PlayStation 1 ROMs and N64 ROMs so quickly. It was because that's what majority of you want to see. If it can play PlayStation 1 ROMs
PSP
as well as
too,
it did,
actually,
it can certainly play your
Dreamcast.
SNES, your Famicom, and your Game Gear,
Especially now.
etc. and all of that. So I don't want to make this video super long, so I thought I'd jump into the big boy emulation as quickly as I could.
This will work too. You might notice a slowdown once in a while, but it won't be constant or a bother really.
Oh my god. Playing Super Mario on this thing, oh my god. Now yeah, I got some frame rate drops there, I don't know if you saw it.
I did.
Okay, so there you have it. A little look at Super Mario on the N64 there. If you want to go into more detail, I could possibly do a video in the future showcasing every emulator or every game.
Do a video on Retro Arena for the
but for
Odroid
now,
goes
I thought
super.
I'd jump quickly into Game Boy Advance, PlayStation, and a bit of N64 to
We're at
show you
RC4
the power
currently.
behind this
Five
thing.
should
And I
be
was
out in about a
impressed.
week
I'm impressed
or so.
with how well it's handling N64. And it's not the most powerful handheld out there. And for $55, it's doing
very
really,
good for the
really
price.
well. Even the BitBoy and the Retro Game 350 can't power these kinds of games. Admittedly, they are a bit more expensive and they come with 4 shoulder buttons, but it's impressive that these guys are selling this for $55, even though the shipping for me was $40. But, you know, I'm sure they'll come out with free shipping soon
is
as well.
not
I am
$40.
impressed. I am impressed with this handheld.
You just got nailed in excessive
it's a shame it
duty
doesn't
fee.
have 4 shoulder buttons and, you know, a volume wheel and stuff, but, you know, the installation and
can't blame them for the
assembling
duty
was a
fee
bit
that
of a
your country
pain, but
gave you.
it's a great handheld and I kind of enjoyed making it. So there you have it,
I
a
agree,
quick
it's expensive,
unboxing and a first impression / review of the Odroid Go Advance. A very, very impressive handheld for the price. It's just a shame that they've cut corners on the buttons and stuff, and the whole installing
Yeah, they could have done a couple
the
things
flash
better,
drive
but
and the
they wanted to
software was
keep
a
the
bit of a
price
pain
point
in the
low, too.
backside. But
I agree
you know,
from both. I see
it's
both
great.
sides.
Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below, and I hope to see you in the
software
next
is the
video.
stuff
Do
that I did,
subscribe
so
because I have
thank
a
you for
lot
that.
more
I appreciate it.
handhelds coming up. As per usual, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Peace.
Alright, so I agree with most of the stuff that he said, yeah. I guess shout out to Retro Dodo for doing the review and using Retro Arena. Like I said earlier, I had no idea that he had used Retro Arena. I caught it in passing. And so I decided to use it to do my first reaction video. So, as always, thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comments and in the Facebook group. If I should keep doing reactions or, you know, what you think of it. Anyways, take care.